May 16th, 10 a.m. Time to get on out of here. Got my stuff packed. On to Las Vegas. Between that, though, I'm going to go to Great Basin National Park. Check that out because it's between Salt Lake and Vegas. Might as well hit it. But otherwise, a lot of driving. No time to waste. Alright, it's 3.5 hours to Great Basin National Park if I don't stop. Got some Taco Bell. Those are sheep, all right. Yeah. I just dipped into the border of Utah and Nevada, just filling up on gas at the station here. Decided to go up to $20 here. Gonna use the restroom here at this border casino, but this hallway's cool. Oh man, did somebody hit, what is that? A deer? A moose? An elk? Arriving at Great Basin Visitor Center. What a drive. So I'll walk in, ask some questions, see if I can do one of the cave tours. If not, I'll just check out the area a little bit.
Of great space, long distances. It's a place that has very little human development in it on a large scale.
Water erodes the limestone, creating arches above ground and caves beneath.
So the cave tours are fully booked. I was hoping I could sneak in because I did search beforehand and knew they were fully booked. But anyhow, so I have to skip the caves, but I can go to the popular viewpoint, Mather Overlook, and drive on there. Google Maps says it's about 25 minutes away, so I'll drive on there, relax for a bit, and then continue on to Vegas. I'm not sure if I missed the sign for the park. I always like to take a photo of myself next to it. If I did miss it, then I'll just take a photo on the way back. Well, hush my mouth. Here it is. Right before making the right turn onto the scenic drive and before the Caves Visitor Center. I do want to check out the Caves Visitor Center actually, just to take a look and see what's in there. Get some basic info on the caves, even though I'm not going in. So here's the little exhibit. So the Lehman Caves, here we go. I read it earlier. I think the basics is that started with limestone, then there was tectonic activity, created fractures in the rock, then acidic water kind of gave it these shapes. Got some different forms here, as you can see. This is the map of the cave. And check out the other things, see if there's anything worth to note. Different zones depending on how much light. The entrance zones, most light, twilight with no direct sunlight, and then dark zones just pitch black. There's some species that inhabit the caves. Yikes. Well, I think that covers the gist of the Lehman Caves, what it would look like if I went in there. So, gonna move on to the overlook point. Look at all those rock formations just jutting out. Finally up here at Mather Overlook. Mountain there, and I'm gonna walk over there to see the view below. Got some information here and a model of it. The valley you could call it. Up here on this little balcony, and there's this thing. You can position your phone on it for a nice photo. So, gonna see what that looks like now. Just in video, like so. See what kind of view I can get over here. Well, this trip sure has been something. Up to this point, that makes the grand total of national parks I visited to 11. Grand Canyon, Petrified Forest, Great Sand Dunes, Rocky Mountains, Badlands, Wind Cave, Theodore Roosevelt, Glacier, actually Yellowstone, then Glacier, Grand Tetons, and then now Great Basin. Interesting shrubbery at this park, but otherwise it's time to get a move on. Didn't spend too long here, just a few minutes at this point. Gonna jump cut to when I get out of the park and finish the drive on to Vegas. I believe it's gonna be like 4.5 hours. Could be worse depending on the traffic, because there's a music event, EDC, that's going on. That's supposedly the path that I'm gonna take is gonna go by that. So we'll see. Just gonna drive and don't look back. There's a cool view here actually as I'm driving back down from Mather Point. Alright, one more. All those trees are interesting, as you can kind of see between the shrubbery. Alright, last one. Just a view of all the nothingness in Nevada out here. It's looking about 230 miles to switch from the 93 south to the 15th south, and the sign said that there was gas in 80 miles. So probably stop there, fill up. If not, maybe the next place. But just a long drive, so I'm gonna put on podcasts and just chill, just drive it out. Stopped by the Sinclair gas station in a town called Pioche. Talked with the dude there for a bit, used the restroom, got myself a Coke Zero. Keep on driving. A deer right in this town. There's 2 more up there actually. Almost there. 40 minutes away. Stopped by this Love's. Needed to use the restroom, and also wanted to have a couple eggs, 4 hard-boiled eggs for $3. But I'm almost there at the hotel. 35 minutes away. Oh, is that all the EDC traffic? My sister told me that there would be a lot of traffic from south to north, but from north to south, where I'm coming from, I am clear, and it does seem that way. That must be it. Look at all those lights. Woo, I love this open road. Oh, and here I am, finally done out on the road, at least for now. Well, I'm really tired after all that driving, all the way from Salt Lake City to Great Basin National Park and now Vegas. But I'll use this moment to sum up leg 4. After Banff/Canmore, I drove down. Before exiting Canada, I had some good steak. Then I went down Idaho, the Green Hills, absolutely beautiful. Then Moscow, Idaho, met a friend there. Then after a day and a half, drove down to Boise, spent like 3-4 days there. Went to a small Renaissance fair and checked out some racing cars in a small speedway. And then drove across Idaho, back to Yellowstone to see Old Faithful, down into Grand Tetons National Park, awesome mountain range, and then exited Wyoming, down to Salt Lake City. Just so much driving. First full day, watched a soccer match. Then the second full day, saw the Ella Langley concert. That was awesome. She was amazing. Glad I got to see that. That was like a great way to finish this trip. And then today, drove down from Salt Lake to Great Basin National Park, and now here I am in Vegas. What a journey. That sums up leg 4. I want to say this is the end, but it's possible I might do more. I'll make a follow-up video clip confirming what I decide to do.